च्यानलमा। अहिले चाहिँ म फेरि जेरी बनाउन लागिरहेको छु अनि हजुरहरूसँग सेयर गरौँ भनेर लाइभ आएको। कस्तो लाग्छ हेरिदिनु होला है। ल है त मैले अहिले चाहिँ यहाँ जेरीको लागि भनेर सिरप रेडी गरिसकेँ। देख्न सक्नुहुन्छ यहाँ सिरप चाहिँ रेडी छ। यो सिरप अहिले कुल डाउन हुँदैछ, अघि नै बनाएर राखेको, किनभने यसलाई कुल डाउन हुन एकछिन टाइम लाग्छ। त्यही भएर लाइभमा वेट गरिराख्नुभन्दा र अगाडि नै बनाएर राख्यो भने सजिलो हुन्छ, छिटो पनि हुन्छ। सो अहिले यसको टेम्परेचर छ 135 छ यसको टेम्परेचर। यसलाई चाहिँ हामीले अलमोस्ट 120 सम्ममा लानुपर्छ। 130 सम्म जाँदैन, 130 अघि त यसमा लाइक 180 जस्तो छ यसको टेम्परेचर। अहिले चाहिँ कुल डाउन भएर 135 आइसकेको छ। अब एकछिनमा रेडी हुन्छ यो। यो छाम्दा चाहिँ तातो हुनुपर्छ, धेरै तातो हुनु हुँदैन, पोल्ने तातो हुनु हुँदैन है। पोल्ने तातो भयो भने चाहिँ तपाईँको जेरी चाहिँ एकदमै पातलो सफ्ट सगी भएर निस्किन्छ है त। ल यो चाहिँ रेडी भयो। ल मेरो यहाँ तेल पनि तातिरहेछ। आज म तिनतिर काम गर्नेवाला चाहिँ यहाँ मेरो दुध पनि बसालिरहेछु। यो अलि यसरी हल्का चलाइदियो भने चाहिँ यो छिटो छिटो सेलाउँछ कि, त्यही भएर यसलाई यसो चलाइदिउँ। सो यो भइरहेछ। यसमा यो तेल पनि खारिसकेको छ। मैले लो गरिदिएँ हिट चाहिँ होइन। अब म ब्याटर पनि भर्दैछु। ब्याटर चाहिँ यस्तो देखिएको छ। ब्याटरमा लम्प्सहरू हुनु हुँदैन है। लम्प्सहरू भयो भने तपाईँको जेरी राम्रो बन्दैन। त्यही भएर लम्प्स देख्नुभयो भने हटाइहाल्नुपर्छ अथवा त्यसलाई फुटाएर होइन त्यसलाई पनि एड गर्दा हुन्छ, फाल्नु पर्दैन। सो मैले अब यसमा कपमा भर्छु। पहिला 2 कप जस्तो लगभग, अन्त यसमा भरेर अनि मेरो यस्तो जारमा भर्नेछु है। जार चाहिँ यस्तो छ। यो ब्याटर हालिसकेपछि तपाईँले यसलाई चाहिँ कभर नै गरिराख्नुपर्ने हुन्छ, नत्र यो सेलाउँछ, ड्राई हुन्छ। अनि यसलाई पनि म एउटा केहीले ढाकिदिन्छु। अलिकति एउटा यस्तो लिएँ मैले, जस्ट एयर नजाओस् भनेर। अनि यसो हल्का हात धोएँ होइन। अब यो ब्याटरको लागि लिड लगाइदिउँ। यो तेल पनि खारिसक्यो, इट्स रेडी। Oh, I think I just dropped a few drops of oil. Oh, it's gonna splatter. मैले एक्सिडेन्टली चिसो पानी पारे जस्तो छ। सो यो सिरप चाहिँ फेरि म चलाइदिन्छु एकछिन। यो सिरप चाहिँ मैले 4 कप चिनी र 2 कप पानी हालेर बनाएको। यसमा कार्डिमम पड्स र अलिकति स्याफ्रन र लेमन जुस हालेर राखेको छु। लेमन जुस हाल्यो भने चाहिँ यो क्रिस्टलाइज हुँदैन। मेरो जार यस्तो भएछ होइन, कन्टेनर यस्तो छ। यो टिपबाट मैले अब हाल्नेछु। तेल मजाले खारिसकेको छ। सो फर्स्ट कपल वान्स चाहिँ त्यति राम्रो बन्दैन, जहिले पनि ट्रायल जस्तो हुन्छ, तर बिस्तारै बिस्तारै हुन्छ। ल है त ओइल रेडी नै छ मैले लोमा राखेको छु अहिले हिट हालौँ है त कस्तो हुन्छ पहिला एउटा मात्र हालेर हेर्छु मजाले फुलिएको छ सो द्याट मिन्स इट्स रेडी सो अब चाहिँ मैले हिट फेरि बढाएँ ब्याटर हाल्दै गएपछि तपाईँको तेलको टेम्परेचर चाहिँ घट्दै जान्छ त्यही भएर त्यसलाई ग्यासलाई चाहिँ अलिकति हिट लगाइहाल्नुपर्छ यो अझै मजाले खार्यो भने चाहिँ राम्रो हुन्छ अहिले चाहिँ 300 मा छ अलमोस्ट र म एकछिन कुर्छु अर्को ब्याच हाल्नुभन्दा अगाडि अर्को राउन्ड हाल्नुभन्दा अगाडि किन अलि मजाले खार्यो भने चाहिँ मजाले फुलेर माथि आउँछ So again, hi everyone. I am about to make Jeri, Nepali dessert. Sweet inside, juicy inside, and crispy outside. So it's fried and dipped into the sugar syrup. So right now I'm just frying my Jeri. First to Jeri. Thank you for coming and joining me. It's Friday evening here. What about you guys? Is it Saturday morning at some places maybe? Somewhere it might be afternoon. So this one is not as good, so I'm going to get it out right away. So when your oil heat, the temperature of the oil is not at the ideal temperature, it will not come out as good. So I'm going to let the oil temperature rise up a little bit. So this was the first one that I tried. So I'm going to dip it into the syrup. Let it soak up all the syrup. And when you're doing this, you need to do very gently, because when you flip them over, sometimes it breaks because they're very crispy outside. So just be very gentle. I just wanted to give 1 or 2 try to see if my syrup consistency is good. If it's too thin, this will come out very soggy. So I'm going to let it rest and kind of cool down and drip all the excess syrup, and I'm going to put it in a tray for now and feel it in a few minutes once it's cooled down to check if my syrup is good or not. Sometimes if your syrup is too thin, it will come out very soft, and that's not what we're looking for. We want our Jeri to be nice and crispy outside and then juicy inside. So temperature has gone up to 375, so I'll start pouring batter now, just to try a few more. But before that, I think my syrup consistency is good. Let me check the temperature of my syrup real quick. In the crispy butter, so temperature of the syrup is 122. I'm just trying it. Good? Okay. No, sometimes this is liquidy, so it becomes really... So it looks like my first try was good, so I'm going to... Yes, we don't know. Okay. So now my temperature of my oil has gone up, so I'm going to start pouring my batter. So when you pour it, don't rush and don't be afraid, okay? Just go very slow and steady. So as you can see, it puffed up really good and it came up to the top. So that means my oil is good to go. So now that I'm pouring batter, it's gonna drop, the temperature is gonna drop. That's why I have my heat already set up high. They're puffing up really nice and good. So I'll keep adding. So the ideal temperature is at 300, is the frying temperature for this Jeri. So right now it's exactly at 300. Okay. So I can only fit about 5. I could do center, but since my thermometers are there, I don't want to do in the middle. So this one's ready. So I'll just turn it around. So you just let it cook for a little bit. The bubbles are slowly kind of decreasing it. So when that happens, just flip it over. You know that side is cooked. Again, hello to everyone who's just come on board with me on my live video. I'm making Jeri, Jalebi बनाउँदैछु, Jeri बनाउँदैछु. यो चाहिँ नेपालीको one of the favorite dessert मा पर्छ. So this one's ready. So it goes right into the syrup. So my temperature is almost to 300, so I'm just gonna let it cook. And while that's cooking, I'm just gonna get this going here. So make sure to flip this very softly and gently. You don't want to rush it. You don't want to do too hard, because otherwise they will break, because they're so crispy right now. And you just let it soak in the syrup for about 20 to 30 seconds. So here goes the other one, and this can come out now. And just drain all the excess syrup, and this is what it looks like. Okay. While that's cooking, I'm gonna take this out and dip that in. This one's ready to be flipped. This one's almost ready. So just goes very gentle. Make sure they get enough time to absorb all the liquid. If you want more crispy, you just let it continue to fry longer. This is what it looks like. But you don't want to do it for too long where it might burn. So So again, be very gentle when you flip them over. My temperature has gone up a little bit. I'm just going to lower it, the heat. And my milk is boiling on this side. This one I'm making a दूध परी. दूध परी पनि साइडमा बनाउँदैछु. त्यसको लागि यो दूध बोइल हुँदैछ. That was good. Let's do another round. So I'm doing about 6 rounds. So I already turned up my heat to a little bit higher. Now that I started adding the batter, it's cooling down, the oil. This one's ready to be flipped almost. The temperature is at 300. Thank you for joining me. Please don't forget to subscribe. I make a lot of food videos, traditional Nepali food videos. Sometimes I do baking as well, because my kids like baked goods. I'm also in TikTok, same ID, Mero Nepali Life. Please do check it out if you have TikTok account. This one's ready to go into the syrup. This one's almost ready. So let this dip in. So again, just be very gentle when you're flipping these over, because they break very easily. And just a couple flips will be okay. And this is what it looks like. So about 20 seconds, 20 to 30 seconds max is all you need for it to be in the syrup. The longer you fry, the more crispier it gets. So I also want to check temperature of my syrup. We don't want it to go too cool. So let me check while I'm doing this one. So it's at 126 right now. So that's good. So it goes straight from here, straight into the syrup. Let it soak up the liquid. Couple turns, 20 seconds or so. They're nice and crispy right now. Okay. So right now I've set my heat to medium. Okay, so I'll do the next one. So it's above 300 right now. So it's puffing up really nicely. Ready to be turned. Welcome to everyone who just joined. Hi, I'm making Jeri. This is a Nepali dessert. It's crispy outside and juicy inside. It's a sweet dessert. And this is the sugar syrup that I'm dipping this in. So we let it fry for a little bit, and then once they're nice and crispy, we dip them into the syrup. So these can be sweet, so it's super sweet actually. So to balance out the sweetness, you can eat with the yogurt. You can eat with, we also eat it with very thin flour tortilla. Or if you have you're a sweet tooth person, you can eat it as is. It depends on each person. So I'm just letting it soak in this syrup for about 20 to 30 seconds and flipping them over a few times. But because they're very crispy, they break very easily. So when we're flipping them over, we just have to be very careful not to break them, because they break really easy. So yeah, Nepali people call this Jeri. Indian call it Jalebi. And they're very popular dessert. So I'm just flipping them over a few times for it to give a chance for it to get that juice in it. And then drain the excess syrup. And then I'm putting them in a cooling rack, just like the one we use for a cookie one. And then once they're completely cooled down, then I stack them. Right now when they're still nice and hot, I just let them sit out on the tray individually. I will show you at the end when what it looks like. So my heat of the oil is rising to 350 right now. So I just lowered the heat, and I'm going to do the next round. I don't have much batter left in here, but let me see how many I can make out of that, and then I'm going to have to refill it. If you don't have a jar like this, you can always use one of those piping bags or even a Ziploc bag and just cut the tip out. This one came out really big. It puffed up really nicely. Don't have much batter left, so let me see, maybe I can make one or another one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to refill my bottle. while they're cooking, just quickly. And this is what the batter looks like. This one will be ready. Might have to just finish these two and then start filling up, because they cook up really fast and they might burn. So, and I'm also boiling milk on the side here. I'm also making doodh bari, which is another dessert item, but it's made out of milk. This one's ready to be flipped. Oh, and I have to make sure my temperature of my syrup is not too cold. Right now it's at 119. This has to be anywhere from, see, now this might break easily. This temperature of the syrup has to be anywhere from 105 to 105, might be pushing it, so maybe 110 to 125 ish. Any more, it might be too hot for it, and it will not turn out crispy. It will be very soggy and soft, and that's not what we want. We want really nice and hard and crispy outside, and juicy inside. So I'm going to do two things after this. I'm gonna probably have to add oil too in a bit. I think we're okay for now. Maybe another add oil, fill up my batter container, and also take care of my milk here. I need to add some ingredients there. So this milk product is, I'm gonna do a video of some other day, but I'm just doing multitasking here. So for my milk, I'm adding another sugar. Just add sugar because it's been boiling. Along with the sugar, I'm going to add some cardamom powder. And I'm just going to let it continue to boil, and maybe add a pinch of saffron, and I need some nuts in it too. So just a pinch of saffron. So that's that, and then let me check the oil on this. Oil is good. So let me just fill up the batter container. Any excess, I'll just put it back in here. I don't want it to dry up. So the batter consistency is about like a pancake batter. Not super thick, not thin. And also cover this up, and cover this up, and turn on the heat on my syrup too, like very low heat, just so it's not completely cold. Okay, alright, so I'm gonna bump up my heat, so when it goes a little past 325, I'll start adding my batter again. Okay, and welcome to those who just joined. Thank you for joining me in my live video. I'm making Jeri, Nepali sweet dessert. We call it Jeri, Indian call it Jalebi. It's a very popular dessert in Nepal. I'm streaming from Utah. Where are you guys joining from? Please do comment below. I love to read your comments. And you in Utah, I don't know if you know, if we're supposed to get snow, and we have not been getting any snow lately. Hi. almost the 325. I'm gonna keep stirring my milk dessert here. A bit of sugar. Okay. The temperature on my oil is rising to 350 almost. The syrup temperature is right now at 113. So that's why I turn on the heat, and it's at very low right now. Okay, this is a little over 325, so I'll start adding. So problem with the new batter in a jar is that they clump up together and become all centered. So in that case, I'm gonna start adding a little bit far apart. That's what I've noticed lately, that whenever I fill up a new batch of a batter, they always become really tight and does not want to spread. So maybe it's the temperature of the batter itself. I still have to figure out what's the issue there. Oh, and one thing, when you're deep frying anything, just be calm. Don't rush. You don't want to burn yourself. And the most importantly, you want to keep hydrated. Make sure you're drinking water in between, because all these fumes from the oil is making your throat really dry and scratchy, and you would want to cough. So just drink water as you're working. Thank you for watching my video, guys. Appreciate it. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And follow me. I'm also in TikTok, same ID. This one is nice and big and crispy. This one's ready to be turned. Well, I'm gonna let it soak in the syrup. So I can tell my oil level is low now. So I gotta have to add oil next round. Okay. So this is good. Just be very calm and steady and not rushing while you're turning them over. Wow, this one turned out really big as my spatula. Nice and big and crispy, of course. This one's also ready. This one's ready to be flipped over. Yeah, I can tell the oil is a little bit low, so I'm gonna have to add oil the next round. This is a good size, not super big, not tiny, just medium size. Don't want to burn them, so let's get this out as well. So I'll turn down the heat, and actually I'll leave it high because I'm going to be adding oil on this one. Get this out of here. Welcome guys, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining me in my Jeri making video here. We're making Nepali sweet dessert. Popular dessert in Nepal. Okay, I'm gonna add oil. So let me add about 3 ladle or so. 1, 2, 3, maybe a teeny bit more. Okay. And I'll crank the heat up. So today I'm just using a regular vegetable oil. It's like this. You could use canola oil. You can use a ghee. You can use half and half. Whatever you have in hand. Just for deep frying. Whatever you have in hand, you can use it. So this milk syrup is also going right now, and I'm gonna have to add nuts to it. So it goes, we'll add some nuts in here. I'm letting the oil temperature go up a little bit. Baba. Can you slice this लामो लामो? अनि त्यो एड गर्नुपर्छ उसमा यस जेरीको लाएन त्यो दुधमा एड गर्नुपर्छ ल भयो Can you add लामो लामो and then Can you slice this? Thank you. My husband's helping me on the side here to get the nuts chopped up for my milk syrup. Okay, the temperature on the oil is at 350. I'm just going to stir it up a little bit just so that it's heated evenly on all sides. Yeah, it's still at 350. So then I'm going to start adding batter now. The sugar syrup is at 121 right now, so that's good. Yeah, long. I want it long, sliced. Here's my little helper right here. Big helper, I should say. Not little helper. Okay. So when you add oil, this is what it looks like. It's thicker, even though maybe it's, I don't know. I still have to figure out what makes it really puffed up when we first add oil. Right now temperature is at way above 350, so I'm gonna lower the heat and then add slowly. It's always challenging after you add oil and they are all heated up. Somehow the Jeri does not come out nice in circles. They just go everywhere. Maybe it's because maybe my temperature is way too high, or it has lots of oil for it to float up. I'm just gonna let it cool down. I'll show you what it looks like in a bit. This is not circular at all. Oh, thank you. So I'm going to add these nuts to my milk syrup that's cooking on the side. And I also need a small container. These two didn't come out as good, but they came out really thick and not like a coil shape that I was making. I added them in circular motion like how I added for others, but still they didn't come out the way I wanted them to be. So I have my heat at very low right now. So temperature has gone down to almost 325, so maybe it'll be good now to add. So as soon as I get this out of here, I will add more. So my tray is full, so before I switch it out, I'll just quickly show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like, guys. And there's more. Oh, I've been making Jeri all day today, guys. Thank you. Can you help me switch this around? I'm trying to get a new tray. Just lift up the inside one only. Thank you. Okay. So I have my new tray empty. We just swapped out the other tray. So here we go. I think we're ready to go. Okay. Hopefully this will not be as the other two. Okay, these came out nicely. So that's good. So I think the problem with the other two was that temperature was way too high. They were a little over 350. So the ideal temperature is around 300 to 325. So now that my temperature's gone down, I'm gonna turn my heat to medium. And I'm just gonna let it cook first before I add more. Otherwise it's gonna cool down the oil more and my Jeri is not gonna puff up. My syrup temperature is at 123, so which is still good. And let me stir up the milk syrup too. I have about 6 cups of milk here, and I'm gonna try to reduce it to more like 3.5 to 4. Okay, so they're good size, but I want the oil to go up, the temperature to go up. So, and again, keep drinking water. And of course, wash your hands. These are nice and circular, like a coil shape. But because I think, yeah, when we do Jeri in a very high heat, they puff up really thick and the shapes don't stay. But you can make jalebis or Jeris are not just circular like this. They can be all funky looking. It doesn't have to be just like my shape. I've seen Jeri in like a flower shape too, which I need to learn. I wanna do that one day, but for now I'll just keep it just circular. So I think temperature is at 300. I'm gonna get these two out and let the oil heat up more because I want them to puff up a little bit more than this. But this is a very good size. I like this kind of jalebi, not too small, not too big, and they don't have peaks. Another problem with the high heat is that they when you put them in oil, they get peaks, and the peaks, when you get peaks on the Jeri, they will not soak up the liquid as good, and so we don't want to have peaks. These don't have any peaks at all. So this is what it looks like. Look at that shape. You can tell like I did it in a circular. So just drain the excess. I'm letting the heat go up, but it's almost through little over 325. So I think I'm going to start adding them because I don't want them to go way too high because they're going to come out all weird looking. So I think this is a good temperature to start adding batter. Yeah, they swell up really good. They're not too crazy big. Now I can crank the heat a little to medium high. Once I add like three Jeris, the temperature of the oil goes down, so I gotta go slow. Unless I keep it a little bit high, medium high, maybe that'll be okay too. It's at 300 right now. The first one's ready to be flipped over. So is the second one. So again, when you're flipping them over, do very gently. Hi, welcome everyone who just joined. Just to let you know, I'm making Jeri. It's a sweet Nepali dessert. I'm just frying them and adding them to the syrup. And this is what it looks like. And this one's ready as well. I think this batch came out good. So I'll let the oil heat up a little bit more. So I think if we do around 300 to 325, they're not too thick. They're not as puffy, but they're not flat either. But if we go anywhere from 325 to 350, they're nicely puffed, like they puff up really good. But then if you go past 350, it will not hold the shape. So that's what I've encountered. So I've been making this Jeri all day today. So I'm still a beginner. I haven't mastered this yet. That's why not all of them look same. If there's anyone who has made Jeri before, I'd love to hear from them. Please do share some of the tips that you have. So temperature at 350. So I'm going to start adding batter now. So at 350, they puff up really good. But as I start adding batter, the oil temperature goes down. Oh, and I think this will be my last few. Just because I have to go somewhere and it's almost time. So I'll just add a few more. And these are coming out really nice. Nice and crispy. And it's holding up the shape too. So I'm making about 6 circles. And if you can use both of your hands, that will be faster. So they go directly into the syrup after they've cooked. And again, be very gentle while you're flipping them over. You don't want to break them. And I'm also running low on my batter. So I don't know if I'll be able to make a few more, but I gotta run too. see how much more, how many more I can make out of. I think I have about 1/5 bottle left. Okay, so the temperature is at 375. No, wait, little over 325. So let me add a few more. These are coming out really good. Now that I'm going to turn up my heat now, because I added batter and the temperature already gone down, so it's a little less than 325 right now. So I'll wait till the temperature goes up slightly more than 325. Thank you for joining me, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Yeah, Valentine dessert for sure. Maybe you can surprise your partner by making this at home. By the way, happy Valentine's Day, guys. At some places it's already Valentine's Day, but for us it's Friday night, 13th. Over. If you could make this into heart shape, that would be even perfect for the Valentine's Day. I don't think I can. Not yet, at least. The temperature is at 325, and I have to now seriously finish up this and then head on. I hope you guys are watching me, enjoy watching me make Jeri. Please do subscribe. Go ahead and check out my channel. I do make a lot of food videos mainly. And I'm also in TikTok, Nepali Life. Same ID. I'll be happy to have you there as well. Please follow me. Really appreciate it. Okay. I think I'm almost out. This might just be the last one, because I'm very low on this one. It might just come out really. Okay, yeah, let's make this the last one, and then I'll be signing off. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Thanks again. Thank you for coming and taking time to watch my video here. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm gonna turn off the heat. this was it. This is the last piece for the day. And we'll just let it soak. Let it soak, soak, soak all the syrup as much as you can. So for my second tray, I'm like a little less than halfway done. But I gotta run, so I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for coming and joining me in my live video here today. Appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day tomorrow. And yeah, and have a good night, good day. And please don't forget to subscribe me. Until next video, we'll see ya. Bye bye.